In the heart of the ancient, sprawling forest of Eldoria, a bridge stood, a sentinel of stone that spanned a chasm so deep, its bottom was lost to the mists. Known as the Bridge of Whispers, it was a place of legend, a place where the veil between the living and the dead was said to be thin. The bridge had been built centuries ago, a testament to the engineering prowess of the ancient Elorians. But over time, the forest had reclaimed its territory, its vines and roots creeping over the stone, obscuring the bridge from view. The locals spoke of it in hushed tones, a place of caution and superstition. One day, a young adventurer named Elara ventured into the forest, drawn by the tales of the Bridge of Whispers. She was a fearless soul, eager to explore the unknown, and the legends surrounding the bridge only fueled her curiosity. As she delved deeper into the forest, the trees grew taller and thicker, their branches intertwining overhead to form a canopy that blocked out the sunlight. The air was heavy with the scent of damp earth and decay, and the only sound was the distant rustle of leaves. Finally, she found it. The Bridge of Whispers, shrouded in mist and overgrown with vines. A shiver ran down her spine as she approached the ancient structure. The stone was cool and damp beneath her fingers, and the air seemed to grow colder as she stepped onto the bridge. As she walked across the bridge, she heard a faint whisper, like the rustling of leaves or the distant murmur of voices. She stopped, her heart pounding in her chest. The whisper grew louder, clearer, until she could make out the words. "Do not cross," the voices whispered. "Return, before it is too late." Elara hesitated, her mind racing. She knew she should turn back, but the allure of the unknown was too strong. She pressed on, her footsteps echoing across the ancient bridge. As she reached the other side, the whispers grew louder and more insistent. She felt a cold draft, as if a door had opened to a hidden world. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the mist, a spectral apparition that seemed to shimmer and fade. The figure extended a skeletal hand towards Elara, its eyes glowing with an eerie light. Fear gripped her as she turned to run, but it was too late. The figure reached out and touched her, and she felt a cold sensation spread through her body. The next thing she knew, she was standing on the bridge again, the mist swirling around her. The whispers were gone, replaced by a sense of peace. She had crossed the Bridge of Whispers, and in doing so, she had touched the veil between the living and the dead. The bridge's curse. Elara returned from her encounter with the Bridge of Whispers, her mind reeling from the experience. She told her tale to the villagers, but they were skeptical, dismissing it as the ramblings of a young woman who had spent too much time in the forest. Despite their disbelief, Elara was convinced that something was amiss. She felt a strange connection to the bridge, a sense of unease that lingered even when she was far from the ancient structure. Weeks turned into months, and Elara's health began to deteriorate. She suffered from strange ailments, visions, and a constant feeling of being watched. The villagers grew increasingly concerned, but they had no explanation for her condition. One night, Elara had a terrifying dream. She saw herself standing on the Bridge of Whispers, surrounded by a swirling mist. A spectral figure, the same one she had seen in her vision, reached out to her, its eyes filled with a malevolent glow. As the figure touched her, Elara felt a cold sensation spread through her body. She awoke with a start, drenched in sweat and shaking. She knew then that the bridge had cursed her, and that there was no escape. The villagers, fearing for their own safety, decided to destroy the Bridge of Whispers. A group of brave men and women set out into the forest, armed with axes and torches. But as they approached the bridge, they were met with a strange resistance. The trees seemed to block their path, and the ground beneath their feet became uneven and treacherous. Despite their efforts, the villagers were unable to destroy the bridge. The curse of the Bridge of Whispers remained, a constant reminder of the dangers that lurked in the ancient forest. And as for Lara, her fate was sealed, her life forever intertwined with the mysterious and terrifying legend of the Bridge of Whispers. The bridge's redemption years passed, and the legend of the Bridge of Whispers faded into obscurity. The villagers had long since forgotten the terrifying curse that had once gripped their community. But the bridge remained, a silent sentinel in the heart of the ancient forest. One day, a young woman named Anya ventured into the forest, drawn by the tales of the Bridge of Whispers. She was a healer, a woman with a deep connection to the natural world. As she approached the bridge, she felt a strange energy emanating from the ancient structure. Anya knew that the bridge was haunted, that its curse had claimed many lives. But she also felt a sense of compassion for the tormented souls that lingered there. With a determination that surprised even herself, she decided to try to break the curse. She spent days meditating beneath the bridge, her mind attuned to the subtle energies of the forest. She reached out to the spirits that haunted the bridge, offering them peace and release. Slowly, the whispers that had once filled the air began to fade. One day, as Anya was meditating beneath the bridge, she felt a warm glow spread through her body. The curse was broken. The spirits that had haunted the bridge were finally at peace. Anya returned to the village, her face radiant with joy. She told the villagers of her triumph, and they were filled with wonder and gratitude. The Bridge of Whispers was no longer a place of fear, but a symbol of hope and redemption. The bridge's legacy. The news of Anya's triumph spread throughout the land, and the Bridge of Whispers became a place of pilgrimage. People from far and wide came to visit the ancient structure, seeking solace and healing. Anya continued to live near the bridge, her life dedicated to helping others. She became known as the Bridge Keeper, a guardian of the ancient structure and a symbol of hope for those in need. Years turned into centuries, and the legend of the Bridge of Whispers endured. It was a tale of courage, compassion, and the power of the human spirit to overcome even the darkest of curses. And so, the bridge stood, a testament to the enduring power of love and the eternal hope that lives within us all.